Welcome to yet another episode of our world famous but very low budget and very handheld video series where we use Ludo pieces to illustrate how to route calls to agents in contact centers. As I say at the beginning of all videos in this series, contact centers are busy places, so when you call a contact center you very often end up in a queue while you wait for an agent to become available to help you. Many organizations have more than one queue, and in fact it's very common to have multiple queues. So, what if you call a queue and you wait your turn and it becomes your turn and you get to speak with an agent, and after a while the agent then says, "Well, that's a really interesting question you have there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll transfer you to another queue where my colleagues have the right qualifications to better be able to help you." Well, I used to hate when that happened because it could mean having to start waiting all over again on the next queue. Do you know what I mean? As a caller, it was hardly my fault that the call needed to be transferred, but I'd get punished for it nonetheless by having to face another potentially long wait in the next queue. Fortunately, Zylinc has come to your rescue. We've introduced a degree of fairness so that you automatically get credited for the time that you waited in the first queue when you get transferred to another queue. And here's how it works. Here, that's me. I've spent 5 minutes waiting in that queue, and now I'm being served by an agent. But after a short talk, the agent says that he'd like to transfer me to another queue. Here's the other queue. Callers in that queue have, of course, been waiting too. This is how long they've been waiting. This caller has been waiting for 6 minutes. This caller has been waiting for 2 minutes. And the caller who's last in line has been waiting for 30 seconds. Because I've already waited 5 minutes in the white queue, I'll get credited 5 minutes on the purple queue, and that will secure me a number 2 spot. I'll transfer myself then. That'll secure me a number 2 spot on the purple queue in front of callers who waited for less than 5 minutes in the purple queue. And yes, I'd like to keep things simple because in this example, of course, those callers in the purple queue might have been transferred from other queues as well, but let's just assume that they haven't. And in that case, that will secure me the 2nd spot. Now, that was looking at things from my perspective, but how will the other callers in the purple queue experience this? What if, for example, the caller who was 2nd in line until I arrived had already been told by a system voice that your call is now number 2? Well, that's hardly the case after I have arrived, because now the caller who was originally number 2 is now number 3. Will that caller then suddenly hear that your call is now number 3? It used to be number 2, but now you've been overtaken by someone else. So now your call is number 3. Tough luck, baby. No, fortunately not, because that would be really demotivating, wouldn't it? So in that case, the Zylinc system will keep telling that caller that they're number 2, just like it will tell me that I'm number 2. But I'll get served before the other number 2 who's, well, number 3. Well, you know what I mean.